Hello, this is Joseph, a beginner photographer just like many of you. And today we are going to talk about photography contract or photography agreement in my case, because the word contract can be quite intimidating. It was served as the guide for both the photographer and the client. As a beginner photographer, I see its importance because it sets both the client and the photographer's expectations. As a photographer, you are offering a service and the client should know what kind of services and products that they will get, how much you charge, what your responsibilities are, what their responsibilities for you. Anyway, I've got my agreement here, and so this is what my photography agreement looks like. Not sure if you can see it though, but here's the logo and everything else. This is where the client will fill up basic contact information, date of agreement, rate. Many clients do not understand that photographers invest their money, their time, their energy, and everything else in learning photography, and they might ask for a discount even after, let's say, agreeing verbally. And with this, it prevents that. That's why I think written agreement is very important. Let's get to the agreement. The first section is the agreement itself. It just says that this agreement constitutes all the other agreement that exists between the photographer and the client. It also says that this agreement governs or guides the actions of the photographer towards fulfilling the request of the client. Service that you are providing as a photographer. It says that the photographer will hold a photography session in the said date and venue. The photos will be processed in post and will be sent to the client, and any other things beyond that is not included in photography service. If the client should request more, it will be counted as extra service. Next, reservation. As a photographer, you are blocking this specific date for that specific client, and that means that you should require a reservation fee, and it's the responsibility of the client to show up, but it is also a big responsibility for the photographer to show up even before the said time, because it's your respect to the client. Safety. It just says that the photographer is not to be held liable for any other events or accidents that may occur that are beyond his control. We are photographers. We're not magicians. Responsibilities. This is important because this defines what the client should expect from the photographer and what the photographer should expect from the client. It also says that it is not photographer's responsibility if the sessions are to be compromised by bad weather, by obtrusive guests, or if the client hired other photographers, and many more. It's really important that you enumerate and define your expectations from each other. Post-production and editing. This is really important because many clients do not understand that post-processing can be quite tedious, especially if you have many photos. And in our part as photographers, we should tell the clients that we will need time. Ownership. Okay, so I am not a lawyer. I'm not 100% sure of who owns the picture because it may vary from one case to another. But in this agreement, I reserve the right to use the photos in self-promotion, self-marketing, self-print, payment, and schedule. I guess this one you should customize for both you and the client's convenience. This includes the reservation fee, all the other fees. Lastly, submission of works. I am not requiring my clients to lend me a flash drive or some sort of memory card, but if they do, I will give it to them through Meetup and they would contain the photos. If not, I will send them through email using Dropbox or maybe Google Drive, and it would be easier. By the way, I based this agreement on the DSLR Lounge photography contract template, which I will link down below. I also read many photography contracts. I really encourage you to do that. Just Google photography contract or Google photography agreements. They're great. So yeah, I really encourage you to create your own photography contract. or agreement. It doesn't matter if whether you're offering service to your friend or to a family member. It's just some form of formality. Okay, so I feel really sick. I'm going to rest and take meds, and I really hope you learned something from this. If you want to be part of the photography journey, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button below. If you have comments, suggestions, or questions, you can comment them down below, and I really hope to see you in the next videos. Thank you.